What's up, family? Holla on deck with GospelRhythms.com. Heaven's party right here on earth, hanging out with Church Girl, and I got Ashena Williams. Now, something really special about this young lady. The story is based on your life. Tell us about your life, the story, which is now Church Girl.
Well, this all has started just last year in February when I was 19 years old. It was the last week in February going into the month of March. I was a student. I was like really broke and tired of being broke. And when you broke, you know, it just bothers you mentally. Like it
mess with your headspace real bad.
Yeah, really bad. You feel real low and you just need money. Like I just gotta have money. Like it's just all of a sudden a big need. And I was talking to a friend of mine one day, and she is a student also, and I just confided in her, and I was like, I'm tired of being broke. You know what? I'm gonna start dancing for money or whatever. And she was laughing real hard, and I was like, what's so funny? And she was like, well, to be honest, between me and you, I just started a week ago. I was like, really? So where? It was a big shock, but yet it was a curiosity behind it, and I was just like, where? And when is the next time you going? You know, maybe I could do it, whatever. She was like, well, it's at the Crazy Horse, and you could come with me tomorrow. I'm gonna go. I was like, okay, I'm gonna come. Sweet. So I went in there. I watched how the girls move. Different people in the environment, they put me up on game or whatever, and was talking to me, like telling me, before you come in here, you gotta know if it's something you really want to do, and just telling me different stuff and different pointers about stripping. So we went over the pros and the cons and watched how they moved, and I practiced the night before, and the next day I went in the audition. In the midst of that, I began to drink alcohol. I stopped drinking alcohol because, one, it was sloppy, and two, it was going to cause age on me, and I was going to begin to look harsh. So as time progressed, my attitude, it just changed. Dancing took me away from my personality. I was a totally, complete different person. Like, it took me away from arts. It took me away from things that I love to do. And two, I basically put God on the back burner. I stopped going to church and all type of stuff. I would sleep all day, wouldn't talk to my family, wouldn't really talk to nobody, just be getting money and just to myself. Then I eventually started smoking weed. I'm like, dang, this can calm me. In my mind, I thought that it can calm me and have me kind. I hated dancing. I only danced because I just loved the money. I used to get a lot of money, hired trash bags of money from my mom. And it got to a point where I was like, man, I can't do this no more.
Fam didn't know this was going on.
No, they found out in April, word of mouth. They found out in April eventually. But I still was doing me, even though it was hard and hurtful about my family and my church home. You know, the background that I came from, it was really hard and hurtful. But I still was doing my thing or whatever. So it was around September. I'm like, man, I need a break. I stopped dancing, and like I was purging. I believe it was God's way of showing me that, you know, it's time to come out of this and prepare me for my grandmother's death. My grandmother died November the 1st, which was the day that I had kind of got my breakthrough at church that day. I'm like, dang. I went to go visit her, and a couple hours later she was dead. And that just made me just want to just be like, cut everything off. I cut everything off, and I was done dancing. But then God sent me a job at the mall. It was getting real hard, and just, it's like when you got something good, like a blessing coming at you, it's something bad coming with along. Just as well as like God know your purpose, the enemy know your purpose also, and he tried to stop it. So he'd come at me with like sex and money, and I walked off my job. And then I turned back to dancing again the second time around. The test, everything just got like real hard. The weed smoke was stronger. I was getting into it with men, women. Like, it was just too much. And it would be days like I'd be just sitting around in the bedroom and just thinking like, God, like, is this really my purpose? is this a big movie? Is it a play? Like, what's good? Like, just talking to him, my own personal. Like, what is my purpose? Am I supposed to be the stripper? Is he there over there, the lawyer? Is she the dope girl or whatever? Like, I would talk back, and I just felt emptiness. And yet, it still was kind of something real small to me that just to be like, nah, I could see myself doing something else. And I met this guy, and he was like, you need to stop smoking. Just stop smoking. I was like, all right, I'm going to stop. I stopped smoking weed. The next day, I started writing positive stuff. Speaking positive things out loud. Just putting positivity in my mind. And it's like your mind is like a tape recorder. If you feed it garbage is going to come out. You feed it positive stuff, positivity, and whatever, that's going to come to you. And I was tested. I came up on another test. I was getting my nails did. A girl, she stole my ring, which I had brought in the stripper game. It was a real big, pretty ring that I love so much. And she took it away. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to get mad. The way I would have handled it, I would have like fought her or beat her up. But I didn't. I handled it in a conservative way. And I was like, maybe this is a test. Then the next day, I got the phone call. And it was like, hey, you got the last pen roll in the play that's based on you. Would you like to be a part? And I was like, thank you, Jesus. Wow. Like, yes, like I would love to, because who would have thought in a billion years? Like, whoever would have thought? I'm like, I got famous people playing roles in my life. Oh my goodness, my story is going all around. So like, I'm really thankful for that. And I had with the church that Sunday, the pastor was talking about turning from your ways to God's ways. Not to your own understanding. Had I would have leaned to my own understanding or the knowledge that I know of, then I would have been in a messed up situation. I wouldn't have been here. I just wouldn't have had this opportunity. So it's a difference between wisdom and knowledge and what you know. The best thing to do is just to seek wise counsel. And I just been thankful. I'm just really just glad that this story I'm just thankful.
I feel you.
I really am.
Church girl, Ashena Williams, tell that young lady, she's tripping too. It's real wild and tight for her. What should she do? What's her decision right now?
Just stay positive out of all the negativity in the world. Strive for change. Strive for the future. Don't worry about the past. The past, it came and gone. It's dead. It's dead and gone. It's just dead and gone like the homie. Just leave it away. Just cut it off. And just strive to your future. Because your future is spotless. Just strive to the future. Don't give up. And stay positive. Don't.
That's what's up. Holla on deck with Ashena Williams, church girl, coming to a city near you for GospelRhythms.com. Heaven's party here on earth.
Amen.